Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the J&A Monster Truck Madness Talk. And today, we're going to be talking about the evolutions of Monster Jam World Finals track. Well, this will be part one. And since we're going to be on the road to Monster Jam World Finals 22, it's getting closer. So we're just going to take a look back of the track designs that my friend Angel made to see how the track design looks like in reality. So
All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome, everybody from the Jesus Barza community. This is AALS or Angel, you can call me. First of all, I want to say, yeah, we're about, dang, man, the week before, the following week. We got until, not the, it's going to be the week after the following week. It's the official World Finals 22, man, live at Nashville, Tennessee. So we're going to do part one, which, yeah, like I said, because I didn't do everything, I'd rather keep it for the first part, and then we'll do the second part for next week's episode. So yeah, we'll do it next week because I didn't get a chance to do it. So just let you guys know, spoiler alert, it's gonna be 1 through 14. So just 1 through 14 for now. Now, before we get started with the video, I know everyone's gonna say what happened to the St. Louis 1999, just in case. Okay, look. Yes, okay, we all know that it was confirmed, including Mr. Monster Talk, aka Jackson Morris. Shout out to him for saying that the World Finals started out in the early 90s, or actually no, not the early. I mean,
the late
I'm sorry,
90s.
no, early 80s. The very first stadium that hosted the very first World Finals was Houston, Texas, and the Houston Astrodome. Then it went to an arena show down in the Rosemont, Illinois. Then it went to Pontiac, Michigan. However, we did. I know there's a 1999 St. Louis style track, but the reason why I didn't do it, I didn't have time. I was going to think about doing it today, but I got too tired. I didn't want to do it. I was thinking about it, but and plus we'd have no time. And plus, at the time, it wasn't called Monster Jam. Yes, I know Monster Jam started in 1992, but the thing is that it wasn't called Monster Jam until I believe was 2000, because at the time they were called the TNN Motor Madness. It wasn't really called Monster Jam. I think it was called TNN Motor Madness because, well, remember, it was still owned by USHRA at the time, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it really is USHRA about time before Feld Entertainment that owns it since in 2008, I believe. So,
Yeah, it was.
yeah.
It's because before that, it was started with Pace Motorsports, then Clear Channel, then Live Nation, then Feld Motorsports. But wow, man, 4 parent companies. Monster Jam has done the World Finals because with the name Monster Jam was
Mm-hmm.
created, has 4 parenting companies right now.
Yeah, it really sure is. And, Monster World Finals has some brief history throughout the years, and it has been hosted at Sandboy Stadium throughout the years. Like from, you know, it's been a legendary for a long time. Lots of historical moments, and I've been to several World Finals. Like my very first one is 2008 World Finals. That's where my very first World Finals that I ever been to, and have a lots of great time there. But you know, and
Wow, I
it's
wish we could have met because
yeah.
I was there World Finals 8. But but my very first World Finals was World Finals 2005, World Finals 6. So that was 3 years ago, Jesus, before you went to your first World Finals.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
really is,
Well, I
and
can tell you some.
thing
I mean,
changing in my life.
okay. So before we get started, I think you still want to talk about the history of the World Finals, Jesus, because we already did that back in the
Yeah,
logos, the customized logo. You want to do it again for the heck of it?
um, maybe not this time around, but maybe not this time. But we're
Yeah,
just
we're just
taking a look at we're talking about the track design. Like
okay,
there are a
so we're
lot.
just gonna,
Yeah.
yeah, we're just okay. So just let everybody know we're gonna avoid talking about the history. We already know what happened, so we're not gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
That's was the
Yeah.
the logos, the World Finals logos
No.
I did because we were
Yeah.
talking about it. So we already
Yeah.
mentioned to that. We're not gonna do it again. So it's best let's
Yeah.
just focus on track. We could mention maybe the winners, but maybe a little
Just
history, but let's not
yeah.
go too far, too much
Yeah.
because I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to make this
Yeah.
video longer.
Yeah. We already know that, but let's talk about a brief history of the track designs. So, it's all about the track design. So yeah, because lots of differences. How awesome obstacles and you know, how the drivers do it in the past years. So anyway, let's not waste any time here. So let's take a look at the track designs of World Finals 1 through 14. Correct?
Yes, sir. 1 through 14. We'll do
Okay.
15 to 21 till next week.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see by next week because we'll save some till the next week and something. But anyway, so okay, let me go get the track design, the one you made to see. Well, he made this for you all to see what the track design looks like in reality, because you know, it's kind of hard to find some images from all these past World Finals. So,
So just to
well,
let you,
yeah.
oh yeah, and just to let everybody know, the World Finals, the ones I did not come out with my idea. They're the official World Finals. Okay, so just to let you know, there may be something that I've been a little bit missing, but mostly like 95% of it, I got everything right. And there was some little errors, but it's all good.
Hmm.
I didn't. It's because at the time I was getting ready to color, and I didn't pay attention that much, and I didn't want to
Hmm.
start over because editing sucks sometimes.
I
But
know.
anyways, let's get
Yeah.
to the point.
Anyway, so here we go. Let's start the very first World Finals in 2000. And here we go. And here's the kind of track design looks like from the very first Monster Jam World Finals in 2000, Sandboy Stadium, Las Vegas. And it looks pretty unique, and it has some like crushable cars and some buses and some kind of ramps here that I see, like, you know, some kind of ramps here.
Yeah,
And
those were
uh,
dirt ramps at the time because I think at the time they were using it for the Supercross people, but I think
mhm,
the trucks were hitting it, but it was mainly for the Supercross.
yeah, and there's some like, I bet there's some van bus stack there, and oh, and there's a kind of container part. Jim Jim Kohler has mentioned it. I can't remember where that. I think it's in World Finals 10 DVD of the World Finals history. The wrench head. It did like did a reverse thing, like a reverse kind of the reverse wheelie there from that container thing. That was the most impressive moments there that nobody in the entire monster community has ever seen. So
Yeah, that was at the time the track. And clearly, it'll be funny if they made a movie about it. They redesigned a track that looks like this. That'll be funny. But not, anyways. Not to mention, I think the side that you're talking about the bus. I think there was no bus stack. I think that was like a little truck. Yeah, the truck container thing at the
hmm,
time. But
hmm,
the
hmm,
only thing I didn't like from the very first, well, I know that was at the time, but I didn't like from the very first World Finals. They keep hitting the same cars from the racing obstacle over and over again. I mean, don't get me
hmm.
wrong. There were times that some trucks were hitting different obstacles. Well, at the time, there was nothing much to hit, but it was because I was a barely new World Finals design. That was Monster Jam's early days. All that
Hmm.
stuff.
Yeah, it is, and I bet this might be airing live as a pay-per-view event. So around that time, I
Yeah,
think it is.
they
But
were.
yeah, it really
Yeah,
is. And yeah, and yeah, like the old classic days, they using like the line of cars for racing, and yeah, and
and
also,
what's so funny? It's
hmm,
because people are complaining about the dirt tracks. I'm like, guys, look at the early 2000s. There were so many dirt ramps, so I wouldn't be saying nothing. I'm just saying, but so I don't like to,
yeah,
but
it
yeah,
really is.
that was since he can't
And
wait for the World Finals.
it's just really something that you know, it was something like let me see, the drivers has to do like the having a hard time doing like the U-turn part. I think there's some clips and they just went way a bit wide, and
Yeah,
you know,
because I the only problem is it wasn't because the problem is that the racing ramps at the time they were a little too far away, and the only biggest
mhm,
complaint was yeah it was too slippery, and that was the really cause a problem and stuff. So that was the big concern. What's even worse is
mhm,
that like we'll talk about the next year's World Finals at the time that the drugs keep hitting the almost hit the containers, which not as much, but it won't be until next year's World Finals. But yeah, like I say, because the problems I hate the most is that the drivers they have a little problem with the turn. Well, remember that was at the time because they didn't know how to do the attitude, the magnitude, and the stuff because of the safety and stuff.
yeah, it is. And yeah, this is like the track design looks like for the first World Finals, and also Thomas and Goldberg, like did a insanely crash here when I bet it got that that dirt ramp here, and doing like rolled over and crashed over in the tire. I bet the right tire, the right front tire bin comes out here, and yeah,
Yeah,
I bet Goldberg was there was there around that time, part of WCW advertisement or something. And
Yeah, that was at the
yeah,
time. Yeah, it's weird that Gravedigger. That was the only time that when Monster Jam did the pay per view. Fun fact: the only time when they did the pay per view, Gravedigger is the only truck aside from Tom Mintz because he won mostly in the first three World Finals with the pay per view. Dennis is the only one that won with the Monster Jam having the World Finals pay per view, but it was the very first at the time.
yeah, brief history for that, and the track design, and all the rest of the other trucks and drivers who competed in the very first World Finals. They put whatever they got here, and you know,
Yep.
try to
Shout out
put out the
to
show.
everyone, especially Jim Kohler, who started out first, and now he's been
Yeah,
there every year.
yeah, yeah. Jim Kohler, he's the only driver who's competed every single World Finals. So
If it wasn't meant for Tom Mintz's injury at World Finals 18, which that'll be until next episode. But anyways,
yeah,
let's get to the video. Let's
yeah.
get to the next one.
Anyways, okay, okay, and we're gonna take a look at one last look of this track design from the very first Monster Jam World Finals in 2000. That's how it looks like. And yeah, that's very beginning. But now let's up to the next one. Let's and here we go. World Finals 2, 2001. Seems a little bit different here. So yeah, and you can see here, like I bet let me see. SFX here and
Yeah, that was like a painted track at the time. That's when what's her name, Jill Canusa, when she did that unbelievable stuff. Only problem is I hate the most is that not I hate the most, but it's kind of weird. This is the only World Finals without the middle ramp. Like there's a middle ramp between the racing ramp, but the two racing ramps.
mm-hmm,
And the worst problem is that the racing ramps like they made it too deep. And what's even worse,
mm-hmm,
they keep hitting the containers, and more trucks
yeah,
keep flipping over and causing problems in the middle. And I bet that's the
yeah,
time when they all learned their lesson at the time.
yeah. Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, I bet this part right here was way too steep here,
Way too
and
steep. I thought World Finals 1 was too steep, but this is 100% authentic too steep.
yeah, it is because it just it made way too far, and then might gotta be crashing into the barricade or something like over there. Like you seen like how I bet Pablo Huffmaker Blacksmith was crashed here and during the racing, and this part right here he'd been like crashed there, and his truck was stuck there in those kind of uh those container things, and yeah, that's a very kind of a big wreck here. So during racing and all that and oh and also this World Finals is the only one where they had I bet I'm not sure is it like semifinals I think I can't remember I don't know
Yeah,
about
it
that
was.
World Finals
If you're
the time
talking
but
about the incident where Tom Mintz actually hit the thing and the water had a flown on the right lane, yeah, they had
yeah
to like put it in the inside. The rack says the last good World Finals track was 2013, probably. I don't know, but hey, we'll do World Finals 13. We'll do World Finals 13. In the 2013, a little bit of the rack. That says we'll be able to join sometimes about the World Finals and talk main field like last time. Well, maybe, dude. We don't know yet, but we'll see. Anyways, but
yeah
yeah, like I say, it's just
hmm.
like I say, I don't how can I say this? The only thing which just gets on my nerves, I really not gets on my nerves, that is kind of so weird. Like it was weird back then when I was a kid. I used to thought this was one of the weirdest World Finals ever, which it was. Actually, no, it was kind of at first, but it was okay. I mean, the weirdest thing about it is the encore, like how they had this Gravedigger Goldberg stuff, and it's funny
Yeah.
because I remember I heard Dennis's documentary on the Gravedigger 25th anniversary. Dennis says he hated the truck Goldberg. He loves Tom, but he hates Gravedigger. I think because Dennis is not a wrestling person, which I understand.
Yeah,
Not everyone's
I
a
know.
fan of every this and that, but you got to admit, man,
Hmm.
they really did good. But anyways,
Yeah,
that's everyone's opinion. It's not everyone's a fan of
yeah,
what.
it really is. And also,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
and that's
I'm
where.
sorry. Go
Oh
ahead.
yeah, and I bet this is a part. I think this kind, this part here when let me see. I think the Thomas is Goldberg stuck there, I believe, and then I try to figure out, and then Dennis Anderson the Gravedigger through like this part. Go, it's just mashing it and just waking air and flips it over. and then to get his other Gravedigger truck, and I don't know, just do I don't know best for his fans. And I believe think of the last Gravedigger he drove, and then it went try to go to the right next to Goldberg truck, and it just and his Gravedigger truck stuck there here. So yeah, this is the most unbelievable moments here in World Finals history.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, unbelievable. So we already know that what's his name, Tom Ince became double down all that time at that year's World Finals. Anyways, like I
Yeah,
say,
it really is. It really is, and also, and that will be the last time we'll ever see those WCW trucks here before the WWF WWE has bought it. So you know, yeah,
yeah, including not to mention this was the only time they did the trucks without the middle ramp because they used to do middle ramp.
mhm.
This is the only World Finals without the middle ramp. You know, like the middle ramp they put in the middle and stuff.
Yeah, it is because they're trying to make it safety, but this one is pretty much more unsafe because in case of if that happens, right, crashing into like right here that right to the productions and the crew and everybody, and
It's gonna be worse. Well, as long
yeah,
as no one gets hurt, that's good. But the bad news is if something got damaged, the damage will cost a lot of money. Not to
hmm
mention that's gonna cost. That's
yeah,
gonna stick.
yeah. I know. There's some of them. What happens in Monster Jam, like it happens. Some of them, whenever some arena stadiums, like whatever something that's been damaged, and then cost so much. They had. I bet everyone from Monster Jam Film Entertainment has to, pay for that for what they did to their arena or stadium or something.
Well, remember Feld wasn't around at the time. That was a different company. I think that was Pace
Yeah,
Motorsports
yeah, and
or
that
Clear
too.
Channel.
So
I think it was Clear Channel. I'm not so sure, but
yeah,
remember they were different companies back then before
yeah,
you know before things
it really
changed and
is.
stuff.
It really is.
Yeah.
So anyway, and there's so many historical moments here in World Finals 2 in 2001, and with the track design to see Oh, and I bet oh yeah, there is the thing here that the most well one with I think is wrenchhead.com. I
Yeah,
can't remember
that's
the trunk.
Jesus. Really,
What?
really. I was talking about that earlier, dude. The Jill
Oh
Canuso thing. Yeah,
oh
Jill
joke. Oh
Canuso.
yeah. Oh yeah. I can't remember. I'm just
Oh my
you know
gosh, Jesus, really?
uh
My goodness gracious, man. You're
anyways,
embarrassing yourself, man. I'm
yeah,
just
I
kidding.
just
No, but for real,
okay.
yeah, I know what you're talking about. Oh, hold on. Let me say this, Jesus. Let me
Yeah.
say it for you. Yeah, because I think I don't know what happened. Maybe she just when she did that jump, she just sped it up like a rocket and then she just flipped
Rocket.
it over. That was one of the
Yeah.
best memorable moments. Hey, but whoever's the
Mhm.
camera guy who recorded that, someone needs to pay this guy $1 million for that, for recording that.
Yeah.
No,
That's
seriously,
a
he
good
needs to get paid, man. Someone should pay
hmm
this guy.
Yeah, it is. And anyway, so yeah, I and
Oh,
there's so
oh,
many more of
oh,
this,
wait, wait,
so
wait. Not to
huh?
mention that the one on the top, you know that the one that has the red and the whites in between the blue.
Which
No, no,
one?
no, no, no,
Which one?
no,
This
no. Go
one
to the
or
right. Yeah,
that
this
one?
one. Um, I know that. I think it was a bus stack. No, it shouldn't be a bus stack. Oh no, it's a container stack. But the
Hmm.
problem is that there was one side has two stack of cars and the other side has a van stack. But the worst thing about it is that the two stack cars does hold, but the van stack isn't, and it's too easy squishable. That's the
Hmm.
thing at the time.
Yeah, it really is. So okay, but this is all because we can all we say about the track design for World Finals 2 from 2001. So anyways, let's move on to the next one. Let's heading to 2002 World Finals 3, and here it is. And maybe it looks like better here of the racing track design to see, you know, try to make sure like from this from this World Finals 2001 to make it not too steep, but and this is 2002 one World Finals 3. Maybe that looks a lot better with line up cars and
Yeah. You
yeah.
know, it's kind of weird that it's fun fact is this is the only World Finals that has the dirt ramp is the one in the middle, and the rest are nothing but crushable stuff. And the funniest thing too is that both sides had the bus stacks, both of them, including man, there was this one bus on the middle ramp, but except has no cars, and it's just a van from between from one to another, like all that stuff.
Yeah, that really is, and you know, and their part with the ramp here, and you could see this part right here for I bet that's a bus stack here. I
It is a
bet
bus. It's a bus, but it has two vans in the both sides.
Yeah, that's a good one, and I bet that Scar Harsock and Gunslinger just just flooring it and got the highest jump here, and he clears
Man,
it.
rest in
So
peace to the goat, man. To the goat, man. Rest in peace. Hallelujah to Scott Hartsock. I hope he's up there smiling, man. He's watching. Remember, everybody, he's watching us. Okay, so we gotta show him some respect.
yeah, it is, and that's one of the coolest moments. Go and clear this kind of huge gap there from this obstacle, and yeah, he definitely cleared it at that time. And yeah, I bet there's two buses from, well, one for each side, and then and let's see, there's some, I try to figure out which one that I'm not sure throughout this World Finals at that time, but let me see. I believe I bet Dennis Anderson did the wowing moments here when I bet I try to find which obstacle that he hits here, and I think it's there. I think, and then he's doing like a one wheel really, and then I believe one of the cars been or a van. I'm not sure. I bet that spot. I think I don't know, but and when he bounced it, and he does most amazing save here that and the crowd went bananas on that.
Yeah, and it's kind of like it's still weird how they like I don't know, man. Like it's funny because I did saw the pre-video thing for the pay-per-view, which is now deleted. It's hard to find. That I heard it's about $20, 19.99 to pre-order pay-per-view. I remember once I was watching it with my dad when we were heading home from work. I was like, Dad, we could have just ordered pay-per-view at the time if we were Monster Jam fans at the time because we didn't know nothing about Monster until 2 years after that happened. My dad was like, or we could have go there in person. I'm like, yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
kind of weak. Yeah, it's really amazing. And not to mention, remember the time, my favorite moment for that World Finals when Wolverine, when he knocked the trailer, remember?
The Wolverine knocked the trailer.
Yeah, remember? They knocked
Uh,
off the container?
hmm.
The one on the top of the right, that
The
Wolverine
top.
knocked it out.
Which one? This one?
Yeah, remember? Because
Oh.
well, it started with Alan Pizzo and Predator got so stuck they had to pull him out, and then
Oh,
when
really?
Wolverine came in, he destroyed everything. And fun fact is, this is the only World Finals that Firemouth the truck only that was the only performance.
Firemouth
Yeah,
is the only one time.
that one time only monster truck that performed, and it's performed this one.
Wow, interesting. Yeah, and let me see. I try to look at some of these videos here now, and let's see. There's. I bet there's Mike Waters' Black Stallion. Let me see him.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's weird that I forgot to mention World Finals 2. It's good. Even if we say a little history, that's fine, but not too much because we don't get
yeah.
into detail. But like I say,
Mhm.
I know that World Finals 2, Tom Meents doubled down. He did it too. Tom
Mhm.
Meents is the only driver that went back to back 2 year
Yeah.
went double down back to back. So far, not a single driver could have. I mean, there's other new youngsters. Tom could be one of them, but however, remember you got Ryan Anderson, you got Adam Anderson, you got Brandon
Mhm.
Vincent, and you got the newcomer, Weston Anderson, or maybe
Mhm.
Tristan England, unless he's good at stadiums. But I know he's good at arenas, but he needs to prove himself stadiums. Maybe these
Mhm.
guys could win double down at the World Finals, but they could try back
Yeah.
to back, but it's
Yeah.
not possible. But we'll see. But I don't know. Like I feel like as much as it hurts me to say this as a Tom Meents fan, I don't know if he deserved the win, but I feel like Dennis could have won that freestyle because Dennis
Mhm.
had a great great freestyle at the time. But
Mhm.
like Tom Meents,
Yeah.
I'm happy he won, but I don't know. It's still a questionable decision.
Mhm. Yeah, it really is at the time, and that's where Tom Meents and Team Meents. Well, Team Meents is the only ran in the 2002 season, and that's where Tom Meents won it again in a different truck, and
Yeah,
yeah,
it's weird. It's weird because Timus is the
really.
actually fun fact is Timus is the only truck that appears only for one season, but won the World Finals before, won
Mhm.
both racing and freestyle. Fun fact, and fun
Yeah.
fact is I heard rumors that Maximum Destruction was supposed to debut, but I don't know. They said they were, but I heard because of some left back stories or something. But I'm not so sure. I don't want to get to that, but still,
Mhm.
it's weird that you
Mhm.
see Timmons perform only once, only time, and then won
Yeah.
the World Final. So
Yeah, it really is, and yeah, and pretty cool here, and that's a cool, very track design here of 2002 World Finals, World Finals 3, and let's get on with World Finals 4. World Finals 4 2003. Hmm.
Oh yeah, Good World Finals. Way before a year before I became a Monster Jam fan. Not bad. I really like everything. Cause it's so weird. There's no bus stack. Cause if you're looking at the I know the only thing was kind of weird. They have this stone, like those rocks, like all these rocks
Yeah.
pile.
The rocks pile or the stone pile or something.
Yeah. And then
Hmm.
there's no bus stack. Well, actually, you know what? Take back. There is a bus stack. It's in the middle.
Yeah.
It's in the No, that's not a bus stack. That's a garbage truck. That's
Oh,
the bus
garbage.
stack.
Oh, that the bus stack, like lining up to
Yeah, facing
uh,
the Sandboy Stadium sign, I believe.
yeah, right there.
Sideways.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It really is like that, and they have to like a bit their tank containers and truck container kind of obstacles,
And
and
that's the same one that Lupe Sosa got stuck.
oh yeah, and El Toro Loco stuck there, and
Yeah, El
yeah,
Toro Loco. My goodness, man. El Toro Loco was so young back then, man. Man,
yeah,
whatever happened, Jesus, he was so young and now he's all grown up.
yeah. It really is, and you know, and and then the kind of the U-turn part of the is all pretty good. Make sure it's correct, and yeah, and that, and let me see, and that's where part where let me see, trying to figure it out. Like Pablo Huffaker was competing the Gravedigger in this World Finals because Dennis injured. So yeah.
Yeah, that was a. It's still weird to this day. I know it has nothing to do with it, but people are still complaining about bring back the 2003 seasons because remember that was after when TNN or what was it called again? TNN or no, yeah, TNN, the channel that used to host Monster Jam, that or SFX, whatever. I heard that they were ever since that the channel turned into Spike TV. I don't know. I asked myself the same question to this day. Whatever happened to Monster Jam's relation with Spike TV? Is Spike TV not interested or something? We're not so sure. But we don't. But we do know is that there has been some controversy about this season because there were only little bit of videos footage on on what you would call it on TV.
Mhm.
Only just the World Finals and the last four shows of 2003, and since then they all became a lost media. The only closest you guys get to see the 2003 seasons is just some highlight videos from old Monster Jam videos, and since then
Mhm.
they've been missing. I don't know. A lot of people's been begging for a 2003 videos. They want to see how it is, but here's the problem: do they have it? Remember, because they can delete
Mhm.
it anytime. Because remember, at the time, Monster Jam be like, you know what? Let's just delete it. No one's gonna care until now they realize, oh shoot, yep, we messed up. We should have done that. Well, you
Yeah.
never know, but and also fun fact, I heard they were gonna do a Monster Jam movie and starting
Mhm.
Monster Mud. They said that the plot was about a family of four, about the son was driving a remote control truck, which is Monster Mud. Well, yeah, seriously, Monster Mud was gonna be in a movie, and the daughter was behind the wheel. However, there was something went wrong with Monster Mud. Um, they decided to go for it. The daughter decided to drive it.
Mhm.
However, I heard it was likely canceled due to Monster Mud's bad performance. But at the same time, it's like I don't know what to say in this one, but it's
Mhm.
like I mean they could still do the movie, but even if they didn't want it to because they wanted Monster Mud to win, I don't think that's gonna happen. Plus, how can I say this?
Mhm.
Not to mention, I think it's best off of what you call it. I think it's best off like keep it the way how it
Mhm.
is. Like it'll be good. I mean, it's gonna be a sad plot when the let's say if the
Mhm.
boy lost his control with Monster Man, the girl has to drive it and for some reason lost
Mhm.
that racing win. And then when she decides to freeze out bad performance and there's been of a strong sad ending. I know it's gonna make everyone cry if there was a movie like that. But hey, at least that's a movie that has a good ending. You can make it better. It tells you like not all the time you can win, but at least you can make it better. So I don't know, like that's weird. I don't know if I was right or wrong, but I think I did remember when I was a kid, a long time
Mhm.
ago, like literally a long time ago in an ancient memory. I think I did remember one time my dad had it a computer back then. There was a trailer for the Monster Jam movie trailer, and however,
Mm.
everything was all disappeared, like vanished into thin air.
Mhm. Yeah, it really is. Yeah.
So what do you think,
Yeah.
Jesus?
Well, it's pretty interesting, but at the same time, maybe it's been all cuts here because things that didn't get planned. But yeah, all that. But anyways, well, let me see that. Let's see the track design, car line of cars and bus, and yeah, try to think about so all these kind of Yeah, they're pretty good track design, and I bet there's some that you have complained about this, right?
No complaints. I mean, the track's really amazing the way they did it back then, and it's kind of
Back
weird
then.
that to this day that Tom Mintz had a bad luck that year because his racing. Well, he did make it to the first round because Pablo he knocked off Gravedigger, but except Gunslinger really spanked them in that racing round in the second round, and then he had a bad luck in freestyle,
Mhm,
which is kind of weird to this day. But still, it was kind of weird that Blacksmith at the time was sponsored by AutoZone because it has the
mhm,
flag and the logo. And it's still weird that they had that catchphrase back in 2003. Like, I thought the catchphrase started in 2005 or 6, like, get in the zone, AutoZone. But for
mhm,
some reason, this was in 2003. Like, I was like, what the, I'm not going to say it, but it's like, what the heck? How
mhm.
the heck? So their catchphrase started a while back? Like I didn't notice. Even I never remember anything like that back then, back in 2003. But oh man, the 2000s, I miss those good old days. But oh, and also
Mhm.
by the way, there was a lost footage they found. They uploaded on the Encore where there were two Blue Thunders doing some little freestyle in the Encore. The first Blue Thunder, I think it was Lyle Hancock, and the other one, I don't know if it was Tony Farrell. And then Tom Mintz and Pablo Huffaker came out with the second Digger Max D, and that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, and I forgot to
Mhm,
mention World Finals 3 was a lost. Oh, another lost media. World Finals 3 Encore. There was an
mhm,
Encore World Finals 3 because they said there were multiple trucks doing random hits. But
mhm.
however, the only footage they have is just a few seconds and that's it. And
Yeah.
and it's still weird to this day that Monster Jam had these old videos. Like my question is, do they still have them to this day or they deleted it by now? I'm not so
Mhm.
sure because it looks like a lost media. What do you think?
Yeah, it pretty could be a lost media since throughout that time, nobody understand it, but yeah, sure is.
Yeah, shout out to Jackson Morris, aka Monster Talks, for making a video like that. Shout out to this guy.
Yeah. Anyways, well, this is a track design for World Finals 4 2003. Now, on to number five time, five time, five time World Finals in 2004.
Oh,
And
are you gonna bring me that up? I'm not gonna mention that. This was supposed to be my very first World Finals, even to this day, as a little kid. I don't know why. I still regret not going because you
yeah.
already know the story. I'm not gonna mention this. This supposed to be. Fun fact is, since my family were there, I think there was some lost medias and stuff. For example, I heard rumors a while back that Power Forward hit Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles shell. I think I was assuming at the time that the truck actually hit the truck from the back, but it wasn't.
Hmm, yeah. Pretty sure is and let's see and look at this track design of 2004 Monster Jam World Finals in 2000, World Finals 5 and 2004.
Sorry about the
I
noise in
bet
the background. Apologize.
yeah, yeah, but anyways, I bet this track design from 2004 World Finals, I believe this one of the best track designs ever. And they do have like the stones and also I bet this is like a
Airplane. It
airplane.
is an airplane. Yeah, it
Wow.
was.
And we never thought there was like an airplane off the obstacle. Wow, it's pretty cool.
And you know
And
what's so strange about that? The right lane only out of all the racing competition, King Crunch is the only one that won in the left hand lane.
yeah, it really is. And also like I bet that Lupe Celso Toro Loco like was been crashed here during racing when he was go to the to the turn. I bet this left turn lane, left U turn,
No,
and
that's the right turn lane. That's the right hand
yeah,
lane.
that's right
Because
hand lane,
and then
and
after that, the weirdest thing, Medusa really made
yeah,
that accident on the airplane thing on
uh,
the whatchamacallit when racing against Little Tiger.
yeah, it really is
And
Medusa,
that's
and
weird that it's so weird that Brian Bartle when he drove Wolverine the year before he was so great until this one he had like a bad luck in racing and it's still weird that this was his last World Finals and we haven't seen him since.
yeah, it is. Yeah, I don't know what happened to him, but
Beats me. I heard a lot of stories, but I'm not going to talk about it. So let's
yeah,
get back to it.
me neither. But anyways, let's see. I bet this World Finals have like you know one of the best track designs and it has one of the best freestyle runs of all time.
I
And
know. Guess what? This is the only World Finals that not a single truck saved their truck. All of them broke. Like they all broke. damage, and they went carnage, total carnage. Like literally, if you look
Mhm.
at every single World Finals freestyles, you see some saves, but these are the only World Finals that all the trucks got broken. Everything's like all total carnage. And what's so special about this World Finals is something special about it. Like if you look at
Mhm.
World Finals, the first four World Finals 1, 2, 3, 4, it was like same World Finals, but this was something special. Like I don't know why, like the vibes, the version,
Mhm.
and the way how they made it, it seems something special. Like I don't know why, you know.
I don't know. That's the way to do. They try to put on a show for the fans, and they try to win it, like racing or freestyle. This was all about. Oh, and also, I bet that's the time where Jimmy Queen Bounty Hunter got his truck stuck there, and yeah, and there's a part where Lupe Sosa El Toro Loco just I bet the first one goes to that obstacle right here where Bounty Hunter was stuck there, and then and it tries and he and he nails it, and 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 that's really um and he nails it here, and then land up do like a bouncy that like a wheelie thing,
Jesus,
and
you're
the last
lagging
part.
out. Jesus,
Huh?
you're lagging out. You're like okay, you're
Oh
back. You were
yeah.
lagging out. Go ahead.
Oh really? Oh yeah. I'm just testing that, but yeah.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
lagging out again.
What? Lagging out?
You're yeah. Hold on. You're lagging on my version. Can you say something?
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're frozen, dude. You're frozen.
Oh really?
Yeah. Hold on. You're frozen. Ugh, I hate when it
Uh,
does that. Okay, you're fine.
yeah.
I
I
think it
bet.
should be okay.
Yeah. I probably were good, but
Well, not the voice. You're sound like burp, something like that.
oh, let me. Yeah, probably because there's some like internet connection issues or
Okay, you're
something.
good. You're good. Now you're good. You're good.
Okay. Yeah, I
Okay.
tried to make sure because probably that satellite kind of issues or something. But
Okay, let's get back to the
okay.
video.
All right. Okay. Let me see. Yeah. Anyways, well, where we left on? Oh yeah.
You were talking about the Lupe Sosa thing.
Oh yeah. Oh, I try to. Yeah. About with Lupe Sosa and El Toro Loco, the one that did like this part where Jimmy Creed and Bounty Hunter doing like the you know he just he just really nails it here. And I bet the part I think Jimmy Cretin was like the you know about he may be kind of concerned and worried about like well when Lupus was trying to knock 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 his truck off of it, but it wasn't. And you know this is like a good greatest moment, and a crowd goes going nuts for that and all
And
that.
also Medusa's knocked over Bounty Hunter. Not to
Yeah.
mention, I don't know if the three-way tie was necessary. Just to look back, like I thought it was at the time I was a kid, but now it does. Now it's still a little talk. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Medusa. I love Lupe. They were all my favorite. They were one of my childhood drivers, but
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that Tom Mintz could have been the only person that won freestyle because I don't know if the three-way tie was that necessary in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I'm glad Dennis Anderson finally got the gold he wanted to. I think. Oh, but fun fact is this is a big payback from World Finals 2. Like I remember back in World Finals 2 when Gravedigger got knocked
Mm-hmm.
off by Blacksmith. Well, at the time Digger had a bad turn, but
Mm-hmm.
this time Gravedigger defeated Blacksmith. But
Mm-hmm.
when I first saw
Oh, yeah.
Blacksmith, I thought it was a weird looking truck, but now I miss the truck so bad. I really miss
Yeah.
Blacksmith.
Yeah, it really is. Well, I just seen Blacksmith for the first time when I went to my very first Monster Jam show in Fresno, St. Martin, 2007. That's the only time I've seen a Blacksmith truck in person. So yeah, but we're not get to that. But but anyways, I believe the World Finals 5 has one of the best World Finals, and there's lots of broken trucks, as you mentioned, and yeah, and also the part, yeah, similar like Lupe Celso Toro Loco was doing the part where Bounty Hunter stuck there, but Medusa just knocks off Jimmy Cretin's truck, and I bet Jimmy Cretin was pissed about it. I bet I heard let me see. I've heard there's some that have mentioned it that Jimmy Cretin was so upset, like with someone who damaged his truck there. So Yeah.
Yeah, he was really upset. Yeah, I kind of felt bad for him. I really feel sorry for Jimmy Credin. It was not fair. Well, it's because remember, because at the time they were owned by Monster Jam trucks. Jimmy Credin wasn't because that's an independent truck, and
Mhm.
that's charging him too much money and stuff. I felt bad for him, but I'm glad that till next year later we'll get to that in the moment that he got what
Mhm.
he needed. But still, yeah,
It is, and yeah, and let me see you. And I bet this is like, and then let's the middle obstacle like for the big air part. I bet this is like similar like the World Finals 3 of 2002, but we're adding more cars to it, and you know,
and that's not a bus tag; that's a container.
oh, container. I mean, yeah, I was very confused. I just really do not know much of it since
Oh
I
my
was.
gosh, Jesus, really? Come on, man. I thought you were a
well,
Monster Jam fan. Come on, dude. Even
well,
I never went to that World Finals 2, dude, which I know I had
well,
my opportunity. I didn't.
well. Actually, my very first to become Austrian fan is back in 2007. So I
My
just,
good
yeah,
gracious. Jesus, where have you been, man? I've been a Monster Jam fan since 2004. I'm not kidding. 2004, man.
yeah, yeah. Well, and I share
Wow, but
about this one.
19 years. Gosh dang, dude. I'm going to celebrate my 20th year. Next year,
Yeah,
I'm going to be 20 years of Monster Jam fan.
yeah. That's interesting.
I
Yeah.
know. Jesus,
Anyways,
Jesus, we got to celebrate my 20th anniversary being a Monster Jam fan when we do next year, when we do the podcast next year. All right?
yeah, maybe, but we'll see. But
Okay, then.
time will tell. So,
Okay.
anyways, yeah, I bet this is all we can say about the World Finals track design, and I bet this is one of the best track designs in
Yeah,
Monster Jam
it
World
is one of
Finals.
my.
So,
It's one of the best of the early 2000s tracks. I remember
mhm.
those good old days. But sadly, stupid me, myself, and I messed up. Didn't go because at the time I was a scary pooper. It's because, well, like I say, I don't hate the trucks, but I just don't do loud noises. It's not my thing until
Yeah.
oh man, not just truck noises, but including train horns. Like, let's say this: I love trains. Don't get me wrong, I love trains, but their
Yep.
horns was so loud I couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle anything was that loud until now I
Yeah.
do. Especially
Mhm.
my brother. Like it's so funny because fun fact is my brother say, "Gosh dang!" Because even when I was driving to work in the mornings, when I was driving my car, everyone would be like, "Gosh dang, Angel, you play the music way too loud." I'm like, "Who cares, man? I need music in my system."
Yeah, it is.
Oh my
Anyways,
gosh.
okay, this is like the World Finals track design of World Finals 5 2004. Off to number 6. World Final 6 in
My very
2005.
first
And
Monster Jam World Finals. Hold on, Jesus. Let me do this one because this is my very first World Finals. Okay.
mhm, yeah,
Okay, so I was sitting on the number. You see the number says 331 on the bottom,
okay,
331
3,
on the left.
1.
No, 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 no. Bottom of this. No, no. Gold bottom.
Go bottom.
No, 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 no. It says bottom to the seats. Okay, do you see the number 331 on the seats? Yeah, go to left.
uh, let 331.
330. Go next. Right there. Now
Oh, right here.
go. Yeah, I think go a little more to the next. I think that's 102 or 330, 130 something. Actually, 130. You know what? Sorry, my bad. I made a mistake. I
Yeah.
said 331. I meant 131, man. Dumb me. Okay, so anyways, on that next to 131 on the somewhere on the middle part, that's where I was sitting at finals. I was
Interesting.
yeah, I was there in person. I did remember a lot of things at the time as a kid. One of my moments was the Dennis Anderson crash. Like I was shocked that day, and I was
Mhm,
sad too about the Tom Mintz when he broke down when he didn't win. I remember how
mhm.
sad I was that day. But anyways, this is gonna be the first time World Finals that not just is my very first World Finals, but they add the dirt behind the jumbotron. Like you notice that I had the
Dirt.
dirt on the back because that's what they did it for the first time. Yeah, the
Mhm.
dirt from the angles on the side, including they
What's
had the
that?
fountain, they had
Yeah.
the little whatever they call it where they use those in the middle ramp they had in the middle the
Mhm.
instead of a bus stack when they had the slot machine on top they had that what was that thing called again? The one that the FedEx
Mm,
trucks, those delivery carrier trucks,
yeah. Hmm.
those ones. Yeah, those ones.
Yeah.
They put that in the middle.
Wow, that's interesting. It really is
Yeah.
like a challenging to, you know, if they could go clear it out or they go this way to just, you know, just put that air, smash it and all that and yeah, and different kind of color designs and yeah, then there's like the water fountain that this is a very great feature from Austrian World Finals in Vegas and Sandboy Stadium. So That's
Yep.
one of the greatest features.
And it was my very first World Finals, man. I still get chills to
Yeah,
this day.
it really
Yep.
is. Oh, and that's the part where Jim Kohler would always like as a freestyle run spinning, and then he just jumps in.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah,
remember.
he always did that. So
Oh, you want to hear a fun fact? But remember the Black Stallion did the tires on the thing of the truck. Black Stallion.
yeah, Mike Waters, Black Stallion.
Fun
Uh,
fact: I believe it was the back of the right tire on the bottom. My cousin was the one that signed her name on it.
oh really?
Yeah, one of my closest cousins actually. Well, she's
Mm,
not just my cousin; she's my closest cousin because I'm gonna call her close because her big heart to her, for being there for me. Shout out to you. But she did wrote one of her names on the, like, what she did was, at the time she put a hand, like they put the hand thing, touch the truck, and they draw the hand, they trace it the line thing, and then she put her name on it on the side of the truck.
that's interesting. That see, like the name on that like either a car or a van or the call it the delivery trucks or something like that. And
Yeah, she did that. Yeah, including, I do remember when Pastrana 199, when he broke the wheel. Oh, fun fact is, but now it's lost forever because we couldn't find it no more because I think it's gone already. My dad had a stereo from the actual live footage of the Monster Jam World Final 6 when we were there.
Wow.
Yeah, he had like the actual live footage from the stereo. Like, it's not an actual video, but it was like a stereo where you could hear things in the background. If only I could have find it, and if I would have downloaded the Monster Jam World Final 6 videos, I would have make it look like the official, what it would have looked like. But sadly, I think it's gone forever because I think we
Hmm.
lost it. People
Yeah.
keeps If he was gonna ask me, do you have it? No, it's lost forever. But
Yeah.
if we were not dumb enough, if we would have took care of it a while back, it would have been one
Yeah.
of our treasure chests. But oh
Yeah.
well, sadly we lost it. Remember, it's all faded away. But
Yeah.
still, it
I
was
fade
amazing.
away and classify myself as obsolete.
Yeah, yeah, like
Obsolete.
it's still weird. Yeah, like it's so weird. It faded away, like it's gone, like it vanished into thin air. Like, it was
Yeah,
still weird to this day.
it is. Well, anyway, so and also, I bet this is the only World Finals in Sandboy Stadium in Vegas that when it rained pouring in.
I
So
remember. Do you remember the time I told you that story, Jesus?
yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna say it again for anyone that barely didn't know my story. For those guys who know, ignore it, or he says ignore. I'm just gonna say it for the heck of it. Okay, so
Well.
if anyone's gonna ask what happened in the rain where you were there, Angel. Okay, so what happened was, I don't remember as much. Like I say, I don't remember everything, but I
Mhm.
do remember as the rain was pouring down, my dad had to get those rain ponchos. I think he had to get it from the local area. He had to grab it and he gave it to us. I was expecting, like, literally, I was expecting to have a good muddy show, but not the money the way I wanted to, but still, it was really it was still weird that it was the only World Finals that has the rain. But yeah, we were wearing ponchos that day.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Yeah, it really is. But and also, in racing, like Medusa, that the only lady who won a racing world finals, and to face Dennis Hansen is like a teacher versus student. I bet she said on her documentary or something. I bet she said, well, Dennis Hansen taught her to you know to drive that truck,
Oh, and
and
also,
yeah.
fun fact is, I was also rooting for Gravedigger. I wanted Gravedigger win, but I was kind of upset.
Hmm.
But now I look
Hmm.
back, I'm glad Medusa
Yeah.
won.
Yeah,
But
and
even though
yeah.
Dennis did great, but I want Medusa. I was happy for
Mhm.
Medusa.
Yeah. Oh, and also that footage was featured on Medusa's documentary Trailblazer, the Alundra Blaze story on the WWE network, which has now moved to Peacock. But yeah, it's very cool that some footages around Mosham on WWE um network of her documentary. Yeah, it's very cool. Cool that it's very cool to see, and that that, and let's see, and I bet this is the only World Finals where I bet well, Jimmy Queen Bounty Hunter is your freestyle winner, but is like a tiebreaker.
Yeah, I was expecting there was going to be a tie between him and Tony Farrell, which, rest in peace, still, it's
Hmm.
Tony Farrell, the GOAT, man, the greatest of all time. But anyways, I was like literally expecting that there was gonna be a tie, but turns out they did a one winner. So Jimmy Creden, it was 100% well deserved, man. Jimmy Creden
Hmm.
well deserved 100%
Hmm.
because
Yeah.
all that stuff. But like I say, because it was still weird to me that they finally how you say it, that they finally did, instead of a two-way tie they'd stick with one-way tie. But I did remember, I think the fun fact is, the announcer from the San Boy State was the legendary himself, Joe Lowe, the one who
Jolo.
did, yeah, remember Joe Lowe, the guy who was commentary was with Scott Douglas back at World Finals
Hmm.
4 on the Speed TV.
Hmm.
Yeah, Jolo was the PA announcer for the World Finals, because I could tell the voice and all that stuff when I look back. It was,
Hmm.
and I think I remember when, like, here's the thing. I think I kind of remember when during the first round of racing when Chris Bergeron lost to Brutus, when Pastrana 199 hit the container ramp. I think I heard Jolo say something like, "Oh, Pastrana 199 has lost the tire," something like that. Yeah, I think I kind of remember
Oh
like
man.
that. And
Wow.
I think I kind of remember he also said, "And your winner is Grave Digger," something like that.
Yeah. It
But
is.
also, rest in peace to Joe Lowe, man. Sadly, we
Mhm.
lost him to a while
Mhm.
back. Rest in peace to the good guy,
Mm.
man. It's
Yeah.
just sad to see, like, well, it's 100% awesome that mostly everybody's still alive to this day, that who were alive back then. But sadly, not everybody cannot be with us. But I'm
Hmm.
sure they're doing well up there. But anyways, I don't want to get to that.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
still, man, you can
Anyway.
never forget, because I'll never forget
Hmm.
the echo voice of Joe Lowe.
Hmm.
Because I didn't know what was his name at the time until I figured out it was. So it has to be Joe Lowe.
Yeah. It is. And yeah, pretty good historic time with the track design and this World Finals in 2005, World Final 6, and it is pretty cool. But at the same time, the raining has get involved, and they try to make sure if it doesn't, you know, may cause, like, I don't know, call that to slip out, or like getting truck out of control, try to
And
do
it's funny
freestyle
because this is the
something.
only World Finals we have is raining in Vegas. But when we went to the next, all the way till World Finals 19, not a single rain showed up. They said,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, never mind. I don't know. It's not
Mm.
until when they relocated to Orlando, but that's until part two because we don't have the Orlando one yet.
No,
I don't haven't
not
done it,
yet, not yet.
so
So
we'll save it for next year. I mean, yeah,
yeah.
not next. I mean next week. Next week. Next week. Sorry, I'm
Okay, we'll
getting a little
wait.
sick.
We'll put off until next year.
Yeah, see you next year. Hey, Jesus, what's up? I haven't seen you like a year later, man. I haven't seen you since
Yeah,
last year.
man, it's been a long time here, man.
I know, no,
Man,
no,
time,
no.
time, time.
How's the Mamma Mia chant, or the Yowie Wowie, or the Vince McMahon, whatever, or the Vince McMahon with the Taco Bell that he was eating at 3 a.m.
or actually, or maybe like good job, but God Almighty, or something.
Oh yeah,
Anyway,
good God Almighty. Okay, anyways, let's get to the go. Anyways,
all
let's get
right,
to the next year's World Finals. I think we spent too
okay,
much. Let's go get.
yeah. But anyways, let's get to World Finals, uh, 7 of 2006. Let's see. I bet
Oh
that year is a
man,
very good. I bet this is a very good track design of World Finals 7 of 2006. I mean, so
come on, Jesus, you messed up
well,
already, dude. I
it's
thought you were gonna say,
just,
"Wow,
oh
why I
man,
messed up."
I don't know. I just
You messed up
man, my
already, dude. Yes, you did. That's the best track ever. Come on now, dude. Are you
my
serious?
eyes are very too I don't know
Okay,
what did I say.
Jesus.
Oh,
Okay.
let me
Oh.
let me see. What?
Oh my gosh, Jesus, are you serious, Ed? Jesus, man.
Not much better. Okay.
Jesus
What?
Esparza.
What?
I can away. Oh, what way I
Okay.
should have said that. Okay, but anyways, no, Jesus. Okay, you look
All
at
right.
the on the top number that says 213 or 214, right?
Two,
On the top
four,
right, 214,
two.
213 at the top right. Yeah, right there. Somewhere one of those seats, I was sitting right there for World Final 7.
In 2006, and yeah, I bet that
Yeah.
they I bet this is like the best track design here, and
Actually, this is the way better than out of all the early 2000s. This is the best. My favorite is the volcano ramp. I
oh yeah,
freaking love the volcano.
the volcano ramp, and oh yeah, I bet there's a part that the Maxwell Destruction was what parked there, but it was Neil Elliott who parked that
Yeah, it
there.
was still weird. You know, it's funny because when I saw that in person, when they had Tom Mintz come, when they have Maximum Destruction come out, it says Tom Mintz in the bottom of of the scorecard board thing of the card thing when he came out. It was Neil Elliott. I was like, what the heck is going on? Because that was one of the weirdest things I ever saw. Tom Mintz came out and he jumped over, but it's kind of sucked they had to destroy the volcano, man. I was kind of upset they had to destroy
Yeah.
it, but oh well. The volcano.
Anyway.
Oh, but remember, do you saw that video footage when what's his name, Air Force Afterburner hit that
Yeah.
volcano from the splat?
Yeah, I think I just saw it on YouTube or something.
Oh, and I forgot to mention, last year Wolf 6 was the time that was my very first pit party, and also was the first time I met Jim Kohler, the very 1st driver I met.
Yeah, that's cool. And oh yeah, and this is the part when Jim Kohler was, doing this part on the volcano water fountain, and that's where he went to go like big huge air, but he went on sideways, and that's where he just crashed. And man, that was the most I don't know how to put it in words, but the most intense wreck here that in World Finals history. And,
yeah, it's still so weird to this day. Like, how can I say? Like, when I look back, it is still one of the best tracks ever. And
yeah,
not to mention, like, this is the first time ever. If you look at the top of the left-hand corner with the containers, like that blue thing on right there, this is the first time they did like a random colors. Because forgot to mention that we look at every single tracks, they do only paint it only with green, with that little ramp in green. But this is the first ever they did random color designs until next year later.
Yeah, interesting. And there's a like
Yeah, the Monster logo on top. Yeah, they paint the Monster logo on top and the stuff like that.
And
the buses. The buses, everything. And they did that thing again since World Finals 4,
Yeah, World Finals World Finals for 2003. And that's why they did that part again in 2006. And yeah, and I bet yeah, and then the racing ramps here, and oh yeah, and there's the trucks lineup that has an awesome lineup, and I bet.
Goodness, don't get me started, man. Oh my goodness.
Oh
World
yeah.
Finals 7, World Finals 8. Whoever said that they have the terrible lineup, someone needs to slap that person in the face. Somebody needs to call my boy John Madden from heaven to throw a butter pack into the face and call him you know what, not gonna say because of bad language. Seriously, that's what they need. You know why, Jesus? Ask me why, Jesus.
What is it?
Because this is the best dang lineup they ever come with. You got a good stack of lineup. 7 and 8. Well, we'll get to 8 later, but 7. Woo, man.
Yeah.
I get chills every time I talk about the lineup. Including, I remember long before we were introduced to Lindsey Wink, we saw him on TV. My dad was really a huge fan the way he drives and stuff. And we finally get to meet until next year later. We'll get to that next year later. We met him that year, World Finals. It was 100% well-deserved. I remember the kid at the time, I was kind of a little concerned about him, but now when I look back as an adult, man, dude, Lindsey Wink, man, he's the GOAT, man. I'm just so upset he never got a new truck, man, but maybe you never know. Maybe he'll come back, but right now it's just, I think Monster Jam's still under progress because of what happened back in 2020, which I don't want to get to that. That's nothing to do, which everyone knows. I'm not going to talk about it anymore, but still, man, my goodness, man. Lindsey Wink could have won that World Finals, but if only the quarterfinals, he didn't lose to Pablo Huffbaker and Blacksmith. His freestyle, not the way he didn't want it to, but at least he tried his best,
Yep, and also, and there was one truck is the only competing that World Finals was Del Taco's Del Scorcho.
Oh yeah, Frank Rimmel, yeah.
Yeah, Del Scorcho, yeah. I really wish I could see this in person, but
well, I saw it in person, Jesus. Sorry, man.
Yeah,
but sure I think what's so funny I think I did tell you back in 2004 when they did a commercial, Gravedigger was in it. They showed the Del Taco guy was driving Gravedigger. He destroyed his own bubble, and the guy was like, "You did good, man." That was the most funniest commercial ever. I wish I tried to look for that on YouTube, but I couldn't find it, man. But yeah, I remember, man. Del Taco used to sponsor. Oh, fun fact is Del Scorcho, the taco sauce does exist even to this day. It does. If you go to their local Del Taco, I mean, we don't go to Del Taco. We stick with Taco Bell because Del Taco, well, to my family, they didn't like it, but to me, I still eat that place. Well, not as much. I haven't had it for a while, but I still eat Del Taco, but not as much. But anyways, you know, it's so funny because I heard it was invented by an employee from Del Taco because he had an outrage with Taco Bell, so he called it Del Taco back in the early days. Seriously.
Yeah, it really is. But hey, maybe one day if they may wanted to bring it back. So if
And
they
you
ever
never
did,
know.
but
But the only thing I was kind of a little disappointed, aside from that, the only people that I wish I could have seen the trucks that deserve the lineup is hold on, give me a sec. Hold on. We got a technical problem.
oh, okay, yeah. Anyways, well, okay, well, while Angel will be back in a moment, so yeah, well, let's
I'm
see.
back.
Oh,
Okay, sorry, my dad was calling me in a bad timing, horrible timing.
yeah, I know.
Okay, so yeah, you
Yeah,
heard him in the
anyway,
background.
yeah,
But
sure.
anyways, you know what? I'll wait till next week because there's something I want to talk about my dad because of something. But that we'll wait till next week's episode because it's not this one. It'll be till next week. Oh, fun
Yeah.
fact is, when during the pit party that year's World Finals, I was recorded by Speed Channel, but sadly I didn't get made it to the final cut. But it's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good.
It really is, but you know,
Yeah.
but yeah, and there's lots of great moments here in the World Final 7 2006, and yeah, it's all pretty well good World Finals, and it had the best lineup. You know, there's lots of them. Good memory. So, and now let's hop on to World Finals 8 in 2007, and yeah, 2007 World
Same
Finals
way.
8.
Okay, so before we get started, Jesus, remember the seats I show you, 213 and 214?
213, 214. Yeah.
I was sitting somewhere right there as well on a year later.
Wow, a year later, the same spot.
Yeah, because I remember. Fun fact is, this was my very first time bringing up the sign of a Max D, and it was the first time ever I get to meet my hero, the guy I look up to since I was a little kid, Tom Mintz. Man, I sadly I didn't get a chance to talk to him that much, but that's not until the next episode. We'll get to next week.
Yeah, we'll get to that. But anyways, that track design of World Finals 8 in 2007, and I bet this obstacle right here, it has like I bet that vans and I bet some cars, vans, and I think it's a bus stack. I'm not sure, but and
yeah, they're all bus stacks with cars stacked with cars
right here, and there's like another like a dirt kind of
it's the dirt.
Yeah, the dirt part here, and I wonder who tried to clears it. So I bet Lindsey Wake trying to, but I bet he got hit the there.
Bus. I think Lindsey Wake could have won freestyle if only they put him last place. I mean, not last, but like almost to last. But it's kind of dumb they put him in second place because he could have won it. But still, Pablo Huffbaker, he did a heck of a run. That's all I can get.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Pablo Huffbaker when Captain's Curse was made his debut and wins it. So
yeah, like he did that walking, like look at him walking in the truck and stuff. But it's still weird to this day. Like what really is extremely weird, they never add another obstacle right next to the bus stack. Remember the one on the top? No. Like the bus, if you go to the left, it's completely empty. They could add another stack, but I'm surprised they never did. I don't know why.
I don't know. And there's like a bit of
that's the van and the cars.
Van and cars back here. So
if you see the green and blue, that's painted in the track.
Painted the track. I wonder what it looks like, but probably
there was some weird flames looking like things, something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Like different kind of track designs, like even when it's flat. So anyway, and there's a part with a water fountain, and I bet this is a boat part.
Sure. It is the boat. Yes, it's the boat.
Yeah, boat part. But then I bet they put it in I'm not sure is a
like a big delivery truck van
delivery truck right here, and and there's a part where Charlie Park and Moxima just went for it and just smashed it and went up big air and landed on the side. So I think that's the best moment for Charlie.
Also, not to mention that was also the same crash that Courtney Jolly did and Jim Kohler did, and that's weird. Courtney Jolly's only World Finals, only appearance.
Yeah, Courtney Jolly and Pastrana 189.
Yeah, I did talk to Candace back in 2019. Whatever happened to her, she said she wouldn't compete because some injury got the best of her for some reason. But oh well, we still miss them both Jollies, man. But we hope they're doing great right now. We're hoping.
Yeah, Anyway, and let's see. Let me see. I'm trying to think of something like. Oh yeah. And that's where John C. Socket Batman has finally won a World Finals championship.
I
which is
know that
racing,
was
of
his.
course.
Wait, that was his first World Finals, wasn't it? Oh no,
I,
no,
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 no. His first World Finals was back in the early times. He drove sudden impact. I remember.
yeah, yeah, he drove that, but yeah, around that time. But when he drove Batman in 2007, and that's where he won. He's won his first World Finals championship. So he won racing though. So
Yes,
when he
sir.
defeat the legendary Gravedigger driver Dennis Anderson. So
Especially the 25th anniversary. Oh,
yeah,
I love that chrome body design. It's still weird to this day. They never add the grim skull face, but that's the thing I like. They never added it. They never bothered
yeah,
adding to it. But I'm so pissed off they never bought it back. The 25th anniversary with that. I'm not talking about the design like they did that regular grave digger that says 25th. No, I'm talking
hmm
about the chrome digger. I wish they could have bring that chrome digger back for that coming at that last World Finals we were there, Jesus.
hmm
But sadly, it didn't.
yeah, sure is. But
And
yeah,
also
but
the 20th anniversary. I forgot the 20th anniversary, man. I'm surprised they
mhm,
never bothered making it.
yeah, sure is. And let's see, yeah, and also that's a part with the Gravedigger's 25th anniversary encore. You know, they
Yep,
did
I was there. And Cleveland, fun fact is, there was a gravedigger was laying upside down during the pit party. I remember. Out of nowhere, this gravedigger came back and jumps over and flips over.
yeah, it is. Yeah, sure is. And
Yeah, sorry about the
yeah,
noise, guys.
yeah,
Apologize.
yeah. Anyways, let me see the track design. It has like the Joker card kind of jester kind of thing,
Yeah,
and then
the
yeah,
blue and the red flames, all that stuff. Including that says World Finals with that little emblem, and it says World Monster Jam logo. And clearly, I like the part they add those the tractor tires between the racing ramp, the red and yellow, and the
tractor
American.
tires.
No, right there. Look, go bottom,
Oko
bottom,
bottom. Oh
right
yeah,
there.
right there. That
Yeah,
one.
they had the tractor tires right next to the tanker and the racing
hmm
ramp.
That's pretty cool. And yeah, and yeah, and this is how the World Finals 8 in 2007 how it looks like, and
Best lineup ever, man. One of my favorite
best
lineups to come up.
lineups and the greatest obstacles. Pretty
Yes,
good.
sir.
Yeah. Anyway, let's go on to World Finals 9 in 2008, which is this is one of and this is where my very first Monster Jam World Finals at, and you know I had never witnessed seeing that this
Also,
obstacle is that
Jesus.
big. So
Jesus, you see the number 224?
224,
224. Go up.
224,
No. Go down. Go down. Keep going. You're
2
getting warmer. Go down.
224.
Right there. That's where I was sitting. Somewhere right there. I was sitting
Oh,
over there.
really? Oh,
Yeah.
oh yeah. I think I remember. I bet I was in. I think I was right here on 125.
Oh
I bet
shoot! So
this
you were
was.
not that far,
Yeah,
man. Imagine we would have met back then, man. We would have been
yeah,
friends more years. But no,
yeah.
at the
It
time we
is.
didn't know
But
each other. Well,
yeah.
if only YouTube. Well, YouTube didn't exist at the time, but like I said, I
hmm
was not into uploading
hmm
videos at the time. You know.
Yeah, it is. Same with Ramika. I just come here just to attend to enjoy it. So that's all I care. And yeah,
Same
and
here.
yeah, and also this is where my very first Monster Jam World Finals 2008 in Sandboy Stadium, and I had never seen anything like this. And and there's a triple bus stack like with the United States America flag paint scheme. That's a good looking touch to it. And yeah,
Mhm. And they had the
triple bus
yellow,
stack.
and they had that little yellow mountain something on the sides.
The Yellow
On the thing.
Mountain.
Yeah, look, go
Uh,
down. If you can look a little closely, you'll see the yellow mountains on the American stack. You'll see it right
oh,
there.
oh yeah, right here. Yeah.
Yeah, they have it those ones too. And clearly, not
hmm
to mention, I like the part in the middle ramp. They had that tiki. Like for some reason, this track almost reminds me of World Finals 8, but
hmm
except it's Switch, but without some stuff. Except it's a little different.
Yeah, it is something different. And also they have the first ever waterfall obstacle. That's a really good feature. I like that. I like the
Hmm.
waterfall obstacle
Yes,
course like
sir.
that. So yeah, it really is a cool feature. And let's see, and there's some like I bet those tankers or something.
No, that's a container, a bus, and
Okay.
a car.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Sure. And I think there's another car stack that were
Yeah, that's
leaned
a
to
car
the
stacks.
car stacked out between them to lean them and three cars leaning
Yeah, they're leaning and they have one car on the top, three cars on each leaning
Yeah,
on the side, and the other one has the tanker with the
yeah,
smiley face. I
tanker.
like the smiley face,
Oh
especially have the
yeah,
sunglasses with the smiley face. I like that one.
yeah,
Whoever come up with that design, man, mad respect whoever did that.
yeah. It really is. That's what I
Also,
love
it's so
this,
weird.
and
Oh, go for it.
yeah, I bet that's what I remember this on my very first World Finals, and and my favorite truck at that time, it was Frank Krimmel Donkey Kong, because Donkey Kong is my favorite Monster GM truck at that time, and and yeah, and I just yelled crazy out there when I was in that World Finals, and
Also, this is my very first time meeting Dennis Anderson. When I was at the pit party, that was my very, very first time meeting Dennis Anderson.
mm-hmm. Yeah, truly is, man. And yeah,
Hmm.
and same for me, man, because it's my first World Finals, and I meet some some drivers in person for the first time. Like
Yeah,
you know,
it's still weird that were you sitting at you were not that far while I was sitting. Except, well, it was funny because my mom's longtime friend, which I haven't seen them in a very long time. I don't know what happened, but anyways, I'm not gonna get to that. That
hmm
they came to the World Finals with us. Like it was an unexpected moment. They showed up for the World Finals with us.
yeah, it is, and also in the racing, like, and that's where John Csack won his second racing win in a row. And yeah, oh yeah, fun fact is, when I was at pit party when I met John Csack, and I told him, will you mind winning twice in a row? And he said, you better try harder. And then I predicted it, and it happened.
I know because I was rooting. I remember. Well, at the time, I was rooting for Batman for the win because I was upset about what happened to Max D. I was rooting for Batman at the time, which now I look back. You know what? It's a great win. I love John Csack. That was 100% well deserved win. But I get to see Jimmy Cruden win racing, but that's not until next week's episode. But yeah,
Yeah.
like I said, and it's still weird that Adam won that year in Taz. Adam, this was Adam.
Oh
It's
yeah.
still weird to this day that Adam performed. We were kids, but he
Mhm.
still look a little younger. But I know he's getting old now. Adam, man.
Yeah.
What
Sure
the
is,
heck
man.
happened, man? Whatever happened to all the good days,
I
man?
know. I know. Time is changing, and time really flies. So
I know, man. They were young and now they're becoming fathers now, man.
yeah,
Yes,
it
sir.
is. Yeah, and that's where I've seen Adam Anderson and Taz wins freestyle, and yeah, and there's some there's some I remember this around that time, and on my first World Finals, and also the encore where Backwards Bob and also Dragon's Breath. Well, actually, right before what renamed to Dragon's Breath, we call it Spitfire. So, oh yeah,
Yeah,
and oh yeah, there's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was there, but it just do like them, right? I bet that after racing round one, do like a freestyle encore thing, and then and that and then after freestyle's over, the encore here that there's Spitfire, Backwards Bob, and also Teeny Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I bet the other one, I bet Maximum Destruction. The second one was after two, and that's a short freestyle run. Freestyle encore, you mean? It means so. Yeah, it's been like it's been one of my greatest experience of my first World Finals in 2008, World Finals 9. Man, really is great memories, and let's see, and then Dawn Cretan. Well, man, she was yeah. I bet well the thing is I bet Dawn Cretan that she should have been one that World Finals, because she had the best freestyle runs ever. So yeah, but then it was Adam Anderson Taz get that win. So yeah, and so many more. Like
yeah, good memories. Yep, that's my very. Yep, that's one of my few World Finals. It's weird that that we were not sitting that far when we were not sitting. But yeah, I
mhm.
do remember all the good memories I had. Yeah, really good memories, man. Good
Yeah,
old
it is.
days. Anyways, let's
Yep,
get
good
to the
old.
next one.
Okay, let's get the next one. We don't want to waste time here. So off to the perfect 10 World Finals decade. So World Finals 10 2009 is a 10-year anniversary of Monster Jam World Finals. So yeah, it was the obstacles looks pretty good looking, and well, I bet that's like similar like the triple bus stack from the from the World Finals 9, but the World Finals 10 it's a little different, and you can see there. I bet there's like the bus here, and I bet cars here. I think, but and I bet this looked like casino table, like the poker table or something. I
Mm-hmm.
bet it looks like that, and I bet like the track design looks like that, and yeah, and yeah, but this part here, but it's a little further, so that's a little different. That's a little differences of this kind of obstacle of the triple obstacles, but this part here was a little bit further there, so there's no way who trying to clear it. So you know,
Actually, the only person that did not clear it is Chris Bergeron Brutus, because I remember when he hit the first two things, he
hmm
missed out for the last part. Everyone just almost cleared it out. Clearly, not to
yeah,
mention, it's still weird, like that every single track is nothing but X X X, because everything is all X's because of World Finals 10. I wish they
yeah,
could have, I wish I could have done one more year for World Finals 20 here at Sam Boyd, but I don't
hmm
know. But anyways, I don't want to get to that, but
no,
still,
yeah.
yeah.
But anyway, the obstacles pretty good, and oh yeah, and there's part right here where I bet there's one where uh well, Nitro Circus only performs in freestyle makes debut by Travis Pastrana.
Yeah, because it's
And
still weird that Pastrana 199 performed racing and it was replaced by Nitro Circuit. That's the weirdest thing about that World Finals.
mhm,
I don't know, like this World Finals is kind of still weird to this day. Like it's still weird to me. I mean, the only good thing that is non weird that I love to see is Randy Moore, which is my first time, only
mhm,
time I get to see War Wizard performing at that
yeah,
year's World Finals. And it's still weird that the War Wizard. This is the only time I believe that War Wizard ever come to the the West Coast, and they never showed up ever since.
yeah, probably is, but I do see them, but I do see War Wizard for the first time. Well, actually, we seen this for the first time, and it just very good to see you know, and it just something and very good lineup and let me see. Oh, and also in racing where Anna Anderson Taz was been crashed in the Thunder Alley. Yeah. Oh, and also I was sitting I think somewhere here. I think I can't remember because I bet I was sitting right here on that World Finals. I bet I was there and I seen and I had never seen something like where Adam Anderson Taz crashing in Thunder Alley and right by the trees of that there. You know, that's a and I think that's the part where Adam Anderson was injured. So in freestyle, Chad Tingler has to has to rip. Chad Tingler has to do freestyle in Taz here, and yeah. Oh, and also in the final round, this is what like the most horrifying crash here in World Finals history. Like where Alex Blackwell Captain's Curse was been crashed here. That I bet I was there here, and I had never seen something like this in my entire life. Like what's been crashed here and came to right here into the stands here. So yeah, but no one's hurt, so no one is injured. But that's a good thing. But I was I'm very shocked and surprised. Like in that World Finals, I was there, and it just I have no words for it. But you know, and that's what Tom Mintz has wins racing, and yeah, and speaking of that, I just I never seen this kind of crash like this in my entire life. So
Hmm. Yeah, that's kind of weird, but it's weird that they never even posted on their TV show just the what you call it, the other version, which is on the, how can you say it, the other version, the
the
European version.
mm-hmm,
But I heard rumors the reason why they did that is because what happened to situations when what's their names,
mm-hmm,
that there was an incident what happened back in the Tacoma Dome early on that year, and also
mm-hmm,
what happened, there was another incident, but not a Monster Jam show, but it was a monster truck show, like an independent show. What happened back in, I forgot what state was it, the Samson accident, but which I'm not going to mention to both, but even though it was a sad accident, I feel sorry for everybody.
mm-hmm,
But anyways, but yeah, it was some weird safety reasons, which is understandable why. I
Yeah,
cannot blame anyone because there's nobody's fault in this one. If he wants to blame, I'm like, okay, go for it. But there's a reason why they want to block it because all that stuff.
yeah, it really is. But yeah, anyways, yeah, this is like the one of the most insanely crashier that um I bet in World Finals history that's been never perceived. That's kind of scary, but no one's hurt, so it's all good. But I bet it's still uploaded on YouTube to that user. I think I can't remember who that is, but yeah, it's been yeah, it's still one of the most insanely crash here in Monster War Finals history. This is all I can say here. And anyways, let's get to move on. What else? Like Damon Bradshaw and Air Force Afterburner has one freestyle, and yeah, he has most insane world finals freestyle ever, and when the typing stopped, and then it just do the rest of freestyle just for the fans. So you know, has a big airs and it did some combos there. Oh, oh yeah, and there was a waterfall there. No, I mean what am I saying? It just this is a water fountain. I'm sorry, I just confusing myself again. Sorry. Anyways, let's see. Yeah, and yeah, there's a lot. Oh, let's say. Oh, and the warfare and the X part that has Well, actually, I think this is painting one, but it has like crushable cars to make it look like an X shape because it's a World Finals 10th anniversary, and then and also when after the freestyle competition, well, the encore is like Tom Meents would do like a backflip. There's a backflip there, and after this, all the rest of other trucks are not participating. It's just you know, just kind of like up here, and that's it. So yeah, and I bet this is also a very good World Finals as well. World Finals 10. Yep, it really is a very great World Finals, and that's only my second time there at that time, and I enjoyed it. So
hmm Yeah, one of my few World Finals. Yeah, it's a weird World Finals, but still, it was okay. I'm not saying it was bad or anything, but all that stuff. But yeah, I got no comments to say. It was a 10th anniversary, so yeah.
it is all right. Let's move on here. This is 2009, since we're gonna be in a different decade. World Finals 11 in 2010, and we're now in 2010s.
And
Year.
sadly, this is the World Finals. I did not go. I was so upset. I didn't even go to that World Finals. Boo hoo
Yeah.
for me. So if anyone's going to ask me why it didn't go well, because we were thinking about going. However, there was been some situation going on at the time because it has nothing to do with something, but it was because our personal life at the time, especially my parents, because there was something was been setbacks and stuff.
Mhm.
But we were upset. We did have regrets of not going to that World Finals, but it seemed like a great World Finals. I'm sure it was.
Yeah, it really is. I was there, and I bet there's some in racing. There are like multiple crashes here, and that some of them that they were unable to compete freestyle. So yeah, it really is. And then let's see. And there's a night there were obstacles. There's like the a card kind of. I bet the king queen. I think. Yeah, and then let's see. Sounds of obstacles, and let me see. And I bet let me see. Just try to think of it, but I was there on that World Finals, but I might try to remember. And yeah, there's this kind of set of cars here they see, and to see they could jump it and all that. So yeah, it is, and also they also brought back the water fountain and waterfall kind of obstacle. It's very great to see the waterfall again, and this is where Charlie Pocket and Moxamon just with that big huge air, and it clears it. Actually, he landed there, but he make it like a slap wheelie there. That's the most. That's the most insane. Um, it's insane air here by Charlie Pocket and Monster Bun, and he wins freestyle. So yeah, and let's see. Let's see. Oh, and also, and this is where like in the encore they have like I think 10 trucks on court go one at a time, and the debut was what George Belhan has a debut of Mohawk Warrior. So, and that's where Mohawk Warrior debuts, and also plus with Dennis Anderson, Adam Anderson, and Ryan Anderson, with 3 of them freestyle at a time, and that's where Ryan is. I think Ryan Anderson is in on the red Gravedigger, Adam Anderson's on the blue Gravedigger, Dennis Anderson on the modern one, and Adam Anderson just flipped over, and then this part right here is where Dennis and Ryan do like the thing, I'm not sure to call it, and they just go for it, and then boom, and that's been a very good encore for that, and yeah, and it's been it's also a very good World Finals to me, and I have a lot of great experience at, and the show looks amazing. So yeah, and this is World Finals 11, so of 2010. It's a very good World Finals. So, and the track design looks very amazing. And yeah. Oh man. All right. Anyway, so yeah. Okay. Off to the World Finals 12 in 2011.
Oh, if a fact is, don't forget, this is the only World Finals that Gravedigger won without Max D involved in winning.
Without Max D involved?
Yeah, like remember before World Finals 17, Dennis, every time Dennis won the first World Finals, the World Finals 1, World Finals 5, and World Finals 7, Tom Meents won with him because it has to do with Tom Meents something. Until this is the first ever year that Tom Meents did not win with Dennis Anderson won. So this is Gravedigger won without Max D involvement.
Yeah, it sure is. Anyways, all right. Anyways, World Finals 12, 2011. And here's the design of the track, and to say.
Oh my gosh, I'm in love with the track. Okay, Jesus, you see the number 224, 225?
220.
The same seats where I told you to check on the World Finals 8. Yeah, right there. I was sitting somewhere right there again.
That again, man.
Yep.
How did you want to go to that spot?
Well, that's the tickets that my family afford. Okay, this was the very last World Finals. They did the random colors before they started using that red and yellow stuff. So, like I said, this is my favorite. The reason why I like this track a lot is not because it looks good. They did the first ever 3 ramp obstacles on each side. Also, it has some beautiful looking colors. Look at the colors, Jesus. What do you think about the colors?
The color designs, it's pretty good, and pretty good looking colors, and randomly, and also, oh yeah, and this part for racing, they may not include the lineup set of cars, so and yeah, and all that, and let's see, try to see if there's parts here that there, and there's I bet this part here where the backflip ramp will be. Yeah. Really is, and yeah, I think I remember, or I'm not sure if that's a backflip ramp, or I try to figure out the obstacles that I don't remember. I just anyway, so all that's and I bet there's a part where the cars part, I think.
Yeah, it's the cars.
Yeah, right here for that ramp there. So yeah, I was there on that World Finals. I can't remember where I said. I think I said somewhere over here. I can't remember, but it was also good World Finals. And let me see. Try to see when that. Let me see who went. Yeah, I can't remember. If I think who won racing. It's I think it's Tom Meents. Maxwell started with racing. Yeah,
he won racing. And Jim Clover won freestyle.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The fun fact here that there is a tiebreaker freestyle, which is Cam McQueen and Jim Kohler, but they had to choose only one, and then the one will be Jim Kohler Avenger is wins freestyle by a tiebreaker. So Jim Kohler has won it again. I bet that he won 2003. Now he wins 2011. So yeah, it's good. And also the Encore, they have 3 grinders, 3 Advanced Auto Parts grinder trucks, 3 is Maximum Destruction Encores, so 3 Maximum Destructions, plus the debut of Son of a Digger will make its debut, and this what Ryan Hansen did right here, did a perfectly landed backflip, and the crowd goes wild. So you know, man, time really fly here. That's the Son of a Digger debuts at World Finals 12 in 2011, just for the Encore, and yeah, it really is, man, lots of great memories there. So about World Finals 12 in 2011. This is also a very good World Finals as well.
Yep, really good and clear. I love the track color. The track color is amazing.
It is.
Still love the color.
All right. Anyways, let's head off to World Finals 13 in 2012. Let's see here.
Similar like World Finals 12. Well, World Finals 12, yeah. Except everything all became all flame and all that stuff, red and yellow. I remember when I first saw it, my grandpa and I were complaining. We didn't like the way how the track color looked. But until a year later, it got a little better and stuff.
Yeah, a little better, but there's some more cars and buses and all that, and this part here, I'm not sure if their line of cars are leaned to the side. I think this is, but I can't remember. But I bet they're laying the cars sideways to, probably like a little more jump for better wheelie or something. I don't know, but as it goes, and let's see, all that, and there's a water fountain obstacle right here. So yeah, there is, and also it has a great lineup, and let's see, yeah, trying to figure out well, and the year was a Grave Digger's 30th anniversary, and all that, and oh yeah, and also where Cam McQueen had with the debut truck Northern Nightmare has won freestyle, and trying to remember who wins racing. I can't remember.
Thomas.
Oh yeah, Thomas and Maximum Destruction wins racing, and I bet the racing, it looks pretty good racing. It's all pretty good. So, and yeah, and there's a lot of insane freestyles here. Oh yeah, and this is the part right here where George Bellhand and Mohawk Warrior we never expected this. Do like a double backflip, like for one backflip, and does another, and does another backflip, like whenever they do when it landed, and then when it started floored, and it did unthinkable happened, and the crowd going wild for that one, for George Bellhand and Mohawk Warrior did the unthinkable, that something's never been happened. So yeah, it really is. And then there's the part where Mark McDonald, El Toro Loco, was stuck there. So, and then the officials had to decide they had to leave it there to continue the freestyle competition. And yeah, and that's kind of very tough for most of them to try and do a backflip where the El Toro Loco truck was stuck there. And let's see, I bet oh yeah, where Jimmy Queen Bounty Hunter did the call it corkscrew, to do like thought he'd go to backflip, but instead of the corkscrew, and man, crowds going nuts for that. and then Ryan Hansen, Son of a Digger, trying to do the same way like he did 2011 World Finals, but he didn't land it this time. Or he did, but almost did, but I think it landed sideways. So and Team Hot Wheels Firestorm well, did that the corkscrew, but is landed almost at the top of the roof part of the truck. And man, yeah, really is really pain to see, but it better look safe. So yeah, let's see. And yeah, and yeah, lots of great moments here, and is also a very great World Finals, and also the Gravediggers 30th anniversary encore is one of the best encores in the World Finals encore. So yeah, that's why I was there, and it was phenomenal. Whew, man,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yep, it's. I mean, the track code was all right, but it wasn't really my. I'm not really a big fan of it. Not even somewhat to this day, not even a big fan of it. But at least, you know, they had some improvements from World Files 13. But I like World
hmm
Files 14 more until when we
hmm
get to next year later, which I'll mention once we mention
yeah.
to the last one.
Okay, the last one. Okay, the last one will be World Finals 14 of 2013. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. The very last. However, fun fact is this will be the last time we had a World Finals with a 1 day show. That's not until this coming up, Nashville, in January.
July.
I
You
mean
said
July.
January.
Sorry. I was thinking about the other one, the other Monster Jam. Oh my god, I said January. I meant July. Sorry. So, anyways, yeah, this is the last time we had a racing and freestyle World Finals at the same night until World till this coming up in July for World Finals in Nashville. Jesus, what do you think?
hmm Yeah, but they put it like the well for that time. They're doing like high 2 wheels because the high jump for World Finals 22 into along with racing and freestyle. But yeah. Oh, and also I almost forgot. Well, Double Down Showdown. Yeah, I forgot about that. But 2012 is where the first Double Down Showdown, and it gives some many of them opportunities so they could compete their own racing to. Well, 2012 it's just like the Double Down Showdown, but it just wins it and just it didn't get the spot to compete the last spot to the in the main field of World Finals. But in 2013, well, Double Down Young Guns Shootout. Well, yeah, Young Guns Shootout is the first official name 2012, but now becomes renamed to Double Down Showdown to just Showdown and all that, and then I bet they removed that. But anyways, but let's talk about 2013 World Finals 14, the Young Guns Shootout. Where I bet Joe Sylvester and Bad Habit had won the Young Guns Shootout and get to the main field spot. So you know, it really is a tremendous great opportunity for Joe Sylvester and yeah, to see how it went well. That he did very well here in the racing and freestyle. So yeah, it is. And then let's see if I can remember. I bet that's where Max D's 10th anniversary with the new different design now. Well, the Spectra Chrome body to compete World Finals, and yeah, it really is. And Tom Mintz wins freestyle and that, and then Plenty Encore with Max D's 10th anniversary encore, and it's been one of the best encores I never witnessed. And you will see that in that time from 10 years ago, you have never seen like a monster truck like was on the dump truck. So yeah, I was very like wow, people are like going insane for that. It's just like wow, we never seen like a monster truck is on a dump truck. So
Mm-hmm.
to
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that was a really insane encore. I remember I was there in person to witness my heroes. What you would call it, 10th anniversary. It's still weird. About 10 years later, it was 10 years ago, man.
Yeah,
It
wow,
just stinks
time
like that.
flies, man.
I know, man. 10 years. This year could have been World Finals. What 24? If only the what happened until 2020 didn't happen.
hmm
But well, we're not gonna get to that. But still,
Yeah. Anyways,
it's just sad. It's just sad we're not gonna experience a lot of things, something we should have been, but even though the stinking 2020 happened, you
hmm
already know what happened. But
yeah,
there's nothing you can do about it. Time's already destroyed, and
yep. You know, well, time is moving on, but anyway, but also the 2013 World Finals 14 is another great World Finals, and it
I
has
know, one of
some
my
of the best
favorites.
racing and some of the best freestyles, and
And
you
one of my
know,
favorite moments, I finally get to see Superman one last time before it's gone.
oh yeah, oh yeah, Superman, and oh yeah, they brought back Blue Thunder, and
Hmm.
yeah, and let's see, and
Oh yeah,
yeah,
speaking of Blue Thunder, it's so weird that this is the only time that I get to see Blue Thunder in the West Coast show, and I never seen it. Like it's weird that if you look at last season when they did tour, Red Tour
mhm,
never went. Well, they never went to California, or actually no, I don't know how long was Blue Thunder never been to California because it's been a long time. Last
mhm,
year they didn't went to Anaheim for Red Tour. This year, well, if only they put Toddler Duke in it, but now they put him in Megalodon. So
mhm, yeah, it is, but anyway, yeah, but time's been changing, so anyway, yeah,
yep, yes,
well,
sir.
yeah, and this includes for part one from World Finals 1 through 14, and you know, lots of lots of good designs, even some are bad designs. So you know,
Mm-hmm. Not until
it,
next week, man. Well, man, we're about 4 weeks away to the biggest event of the year, the Monster Jam World Finals 20. I was
the
going to say 24, but I
22.
know 20,
No,
22,
it's
yeah.
22 because because 2020, 2021 has been skipped, and yeah, because of this thing's going on. So anyway, so
Yeah, we're not going to get
yeah,
to that.
but we'll be ready for part number two. So we'll do World Finals of 15 through 21. So yeah, things are working and counting down, and yep, and we'll be ready for Monster Jam World Finals 22 in
Yep.
Nashville, Tennessee, to see how it turned out. So
Yep.
yeah,
We'll see how it goes. After that, maybe I might think about doing the custom made World Finals track, but we'll see how it
hmm
goes.
yeah, maybe in the future upcoming podcasts or episodes. Anyway, so yeah, but hope thank you all for tuning in and like this video and be sure to subscribe to my channel, and you better give my good buddy Angel AALS3179 give it the love he deserves. That I'll put it in the link in the description. So
Yep. All right, man. I got to get going right now. So,
mhm,
Jesus, I'll talk to you later. Thank you guys for
mhm,
coming. I appreciate for everybody. And
yeah,
yeah, we'll do it next year.
next year.
I mean, next week. Sorry, I'm getting tired.
Oh
Next
man,
week. Next week.
you want to do this till wait till 1 year? Oh man.
No, man. Let's just do it next week, man. I
Okay,
prefer next week.
okay,
Alrighty then.
we'll do that next week for the next part for World Finals of 15 through 21. Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay. Catch y'all later.
Peace.